Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, Parnell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 4. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Block now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Block. It's caught by Davis.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, Lock. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
"46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Off play action. Love. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 30 yards there.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, Parnell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Love. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunity. For this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Love sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 3. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's May. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 2nd down now, Parnell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Steps away to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jim, 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 Jim.
On 4th down, Love eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st.
He can't. He's not going to get me.
They'll run on 1st down. Parnell. And he stopped immediately there. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Check, 59.
Off play action. Love. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now Carson fumbles the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, Stu, ready?
They look to throw. It's Locke. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devin White gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Love being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
From the gun, Love, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Love buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
From the 40 now on second down. Lock. He'll buy some time right. Johnson's got it complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Silver. Slant. They go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. eluding the pressure right, and incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Back to throw. Love. Well, he's going to go for it all, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
X3 to X5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Set up. 10 Tucson. Greystone travel. 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Roll out. Check out. Hot, hot. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. To throw on 2nd down. Love forced out to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Second and 6. Dancing to his left. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back now in Houston. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Locke now on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. On first down, Parnell. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Parnell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Love. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Love sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, Parnell. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at... Then how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Throwing on first down is Locke. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Hey, Jet. Ready?
To throw it is Locke. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Topper! Hey, wahoo!
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Off the play fake. Love eluding the pressure right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
Hey, exit.
Switch.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.